Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
Remember what we have discussed in the last class? What we have discussed in the last class?
Export wizard method, about toolbar,
Wizard method.
toolbar,
Okay. What else we discussed? In the last class, we have discussed the export wizard method, and we have discussed the toolbar, and we have completed menu bar. In the menu bar, we have seen file option, we have seen edit option, we have seen view option, we have seen run option, and we have seen windows and help. I told you we do not require solutions, but I told you tools is very important. We will discuss that one in tomorrow's class. This is what we have discussed in the last class, and in today's class, now we'll discuss about tools, and from there onwards we'll discuss about the remaining tools. I want to import an Excel sheet, and then I want to import a CSV file, and I want to create a data set from in-stream data, and I want to create a data set from textual data. First of all, I'm taking few in-stream data lines. 101. I'm writing name A, salary 9,000, 102, B 6,000, and then 103, 103, C 8,000, 104, D 7,000, 105, E 6,500, 106, F 7,900. I have taken few lines of in-stream data. Now I want to create a data set. I'm writing data set name, semicolon, in file, data lines, semicolon. Then I'm writing the input, ID, name character available dollar symbol, then age, semicolon. Then I'm writing data lines, semicolon.
Salary, sir.
Sir, salary, sir, not
Okay.
wage.
Salary. Now I'm writing the run semicolon. If I select this program, now if I execute this program by clicking on the submit button, you know that we will have a data set called DS1 in libraries folder in the work library. Here we have a DS1 data set, and this data set contains 3 variables and 6 observations. Now on my desktop, I have SAS folder somewhere here. In that, I have SAS data folder. In the SAS data folder, I have Excel folder. There I have an Excel sheet called Air. I want to import this Excel sheet. Shift, right click,
Copy as path.
copy as path, very good.
Drop
Paste.
import.
drop input,
Talk import.
Data is equal
Data
to
is
File
equal
equal to
Data file is equal to
okay. Space the bar.
up.
Out is equal
out
to
equal to
Out is equal to
air.
DST.
air.
DBMS equal to
PPMS is equal to
XLS.
XLS.
less
Replace
replace
run semicolon.
semicolon run semicolon. Now select the program and execute the program. Yes, we have a data set. Now I want to import a CSV file. On my desktop, I have a CSV folder. In the CSV folder, I have a CSV file called, say for example, demo. I want to import this demo as a demo data set. Now shift, right click, copy as path.
Proc
Now I'm
import.
writing proc import.
Data file equal to
Data file is equal to
Copy as the path
paste
location.
the
paste the path.
out equal to
Is equal
Out
to
equal to
demo.
demo.
DMS
DBMS
MS is equal to
CSV.
CSV.
Replace
Replace.
semicolon.
Replace.
Semicolon.
Replace. Semicolon.
Then
Run
semicolon.
semicolon.
And select the program.
Now select the program and execute the program. We have a data set called demo, and this is the data we have. Now, on the desktop, this time I have a text file called blood. I want to import this blood text file. Shift, right click,
Click copy as a path.
copy as path. One second. Ajita, am I audible to you?
Yes, sir.
Can you help me to write the program for a text file?
Yes, sir.
Tell me the program.
Proc import
Proc import.
data file is equal to.
Do you understand my question?
Yes, sir.
What I want to do?
Data file is equal to
I want to create a data set from text file.
yes, sir.
Tell me the program.
Data file is equal to copy as the path.
I'm pasting the path.
Yes, sir. Out is equal to
What is equal to?
that text file name blood, sir. Out is equal to blood.
Okay.
DBMS is equal to text.
1 minute text. Okay. Then,
Ex replace
okay.
semicolon
Semicolon.
run semicolon. Copy the program.
Selecting the program.
Yes. Select the program and execute the program. Submit.
Geeta, would you like to make any suggestions in this program, Geeta?
Sir?
You want to make any suggestions in the program? Do you want to execute this program?
Execute the program, sir.
Okay. But I didn't get the blood data set.
Data step lo రాయండి sir.
Yes, Spurti, you are saying something? Shruti, you want to say something?
Yes, sir. Proc
What do you want
import,
to do?
proc import is not used for importing
Text file.
Then what should I do?
data step.
Data step.
Data
Very
step,
good.
sir.
So that's why you didn't get that program, and we have so many errors. What should I do?
Yeah.
Data.
So it is data,
Data,
blood,
Blood.
semicolon,
semicolon,
In file.
Copy as a
file.
path.
Path.
Next, we have to see the location. I mean,
Yes.
Semicolon.
Semicolon.
Okay.
Copy.
In file.
Input.
Vanaza, we are getting background noise from your side. Okay. Yeah. Input.
then the variable name.
What is the variable you want to be? You want to see the data?
Yes, sir.
This is the data.
So,
I want to have patient ID, gender, blood group, age group,
Age group.
okay, WBC, RBC,
RBC,
cholesterol.
cholesterol.
Okay. Patient ID,
patient ID, gender,
gender,
dollar,
Character
space
with
dollar
dollar.
symbol,
Blood group,
blood group, space dollar symbol,
dollar,
age group,
age group, dollar symbol,
WBC,
WBC,
RBC,
cholesterol,
cholesterol,
semicolon,
semicolon,
run, semicolon.
semicolon. Now, I'm selecting the program. I'm executing the program. Now, can you see? We have a blood data set and we have the data. Yes, Ajita, when we have a data in a text file, we write the data step, but sometimes we also write the proc import, but I will tell you later when we should write the proc import when we have text file. Okay? For the time
Okay.
being, we create a data set only by using the data step. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Yes, sir. And Pooja, am I audible? Sai Pooja?
Sir,
I have a data set called DS1 in the work library. I want to create DS2 from this DS1. Can you help me the program?
Yes, sir.
Tell me.
Data,
Data.
DS1,
Okay.
semicolon,
Semicolon.
in file.
In file.
Set.
Acha, we want from DS1, sir, the same information. Replace.
DS2.
Replace.
Where do you want to directly place?
After,
set demo,
I don't
set
think there is
DS1,
need to write the file steps.
set, yes,
DS1 run colon.
Come again.
Data DS1
data DS2,
set DS1 colon run.
So data DS1, set DS1, semicolon run.
set
Data
Run.
DS2.
data DS2, sir.
You should write the new data set name
DS2, new
here.
data set.
Set DS1 run.
Yes, I executed the program. Now can you see? We have a DS2 data set. Clear this one?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And Maunika Reddy, am I audible to you?
Yes, sir.
I want to create data set from MS Access file. Okay. Can you help me to
Okay,
write the program? By the way,
Okay, sir.
I will tell you, on my desktop, I have a SAS folder. There, I have an access folder. In that, I have a help. In that help, I have a flags table. I want to create from the flags table.
Okay, sir.
Tell me, what should I do?
Proc import,
Very good. Proc import.
table is equal to,
Very good. Table is equal to.
so
I
table
want to import the
flags.
flags. Okay.
Out is equal to,
Out is equal to.
flags 1.
Very good. Flags 1.
Then DBMS is equal to
Okay.
access.
Okay.
Database is equal to,
Database is equal to.
copy the path.
Okay. I'm copying the
Dot.
path. Shift right click. Copy as path. Very good. Then you want me to paste the path here?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Semicolon,
Semicolon.
run.
Yes, Naresh Reddy, would you like to make it? Naresh Kumar, would you like to make any changes in this program, Naresh Kumar?
Yes, sir.
What do you want to do? What are the changes you want to make?
Replace, sir.
Where
DBMS
where
access
do
is
you want to
replace.
write? So DBMS access, do you want me to replace here?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Semicolons.
So where do you want me to keep the semicolon?
After DBMS
After
After replace, sir.
Replace semicolon.
Replace semicolon. You should write the database as a separate string.
Run semicolon.
Now I'm selecting the program, executing the program. Now I have a data set called flags. And some of you might have tried the same program in server, right?
Yes, sir.
But you didn't get the result, right? Yes, yes. No, there are no sheets here, right? We have data in access as a tables. In a CSV file, the difference between MS Access and CSV, in MS Access you can have multiple sheets, but in CSV you can have only one sheet. And some of you might have tried the same program in the server.
Table means the sheet name, sir.
Here there are no sheets, only will you have a tables. See, if I open this one, you might have seen Excel sheet, right? Excel sheet low, how we are going to have a tables? You will have, going to have sheets here in the down, right?
Yes, sir.
But here, can you see how we have the tables? On the left side, here we are going to have a tables. The structure is different between MS Access file and Excel sheets.
So if the MS Access file contain only one table, no, in that case, what we have to mention there?
You should write table is equal to table name. In that scenario, also you should write table is equal to table name, and separately you should write the database is equal to path.
Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Please explain the access file, sir. Yesterday we are having only first class, sir. So you have said only CSV file and Excel file, how to import. So
Yes.
don't know about this flat file.
So this is called an MS Access file. Okay. Sometimes you will get the data. Of course, very rarely you will get the data in MS Access files. Generally, in MS Access files, the data will be stored in tables. So MS Access files are advanced than Excel sheets, but these are not complete databases. That's why these are called semi-databases. But not so popular, but there is a chance sometimes you may get the data in MS Access file. So in the MS Access files, data will be present in tables. Can you see here? On the left side, I have three tables here: flags, heart, and iris. I want to import, say for example, iris table. Okay, how to write a program to import iris table from an MS Access file? So whenever you want to import any table from MS Access file, you should start our program with proc import. That means I'm importing the data from outside into SAS, from MS Access file into SAS. Then table is equal to, what is the table you want to import? Remember, I told you I want to import iris. Now out is equal to, what is the data set name you want to have in SAS? I want to have, say for example, iris1. It's up to you, you can write any name. And then you should write DBMS is equal to database management system is equal to, for access files of the database, DBMS is access. Okay. Now, if you have already iris1 in the work library, if you want to replace that one with the new data, you should write a replace. This is an optional. If you want, you can write it. Otherwise, you don't need to write. Now, I'm keeping a semicolon because this is the end of the statement. So far, I told you which table I want to import, what is the name of the data set I want to have, what is the DBMS, but I didn't tell from where we should get the data. To tell that one from where we should import this one, Now we write a separate statement called database is equal to. So database is equal to, now we should write the path of the MS Access file, which is a help. Here we have help dot. Can you see the extension for MS Access file is MDB, master database. Okay, now I'm keeping a semicolon because end of the statement. Now this is end of the program, run semicolon. This is how we write a program if the data is present in MS Access file. But I told you MS Access in a semi-database, so in the SaaS software which is installed in the server, there is no proper connection between SaaS and MS Access database. That's why if you write the same program in the server, you will get an error, connection not established. Understand? So if you take the same program in the server, when you're practicing, you will get an error. That is not our problem. There is no compatibility between the SaaS software which is present in the server and the MS Access database. That's why you won't get it will not be get imported. But now here in my system I have a proper connection. So that's why if I execute the program, now can you see I am going to have iris table in the work library. Clear everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
This
sir.
is complicated.
Sir, we are importing access file to SAS.
SaaS.
Okay, sir.
Hi, sir. Hello.
Yes.
Sir, I'm Shweta.
Yes.
I have joined today only, sir. I don't understand what we did.
Do not worry. I think I'm going to take a backup class maybe this over this weekend. Just observe the things, okay?
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Don't take too much stress. Just see the things, how the things are happening.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
Sir.
So
Okay,
we are
no
planning to take a backup. So we'll let you know when we are going to take the backup. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Don't take too much stress. Just to see the
Okay.
class and enjoy.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So from the last 15-20 minutes, we have written some kind of program. When we are writing the program, so I told you in SAS we can find two windows. When if you want to write a program, one is called enhanced editor and another one is the program editor. The specialty of enhanced editor is we have color enhancement. We can see 6 different types of colors, and not only that one, the font size also we can see the font style, font size. We have a certain thing. But now if you want to make any changes in this window, now we will go to tools. In the tools, last class we have seen table editor only, and now I'm going to options. In the options, I'm going to click on the enhanced editor. If I click on the enhanced editor, now it will open one more window. Okay. Now here we have a general appearance. Now, say for example, I'm taking an offline class. People who sit in the back row, they cannot see this font size because they're sitting in the back row. So there's a lot of distance between my blackboard, my board, projector, screen, and the last row, so they cannot see the font. They cannot see the program. So now what I want to do, I want to increase this font size. If you want to increase the font size, go to tools, go to options, now go to enhanced editor. In the enhanced editor, now can you see here? Here we have a size. Right now I have a size 24, but if you want to have even more bigger one, now go there and keep whatever the size you want to have. Now go to click on OK button. Now I have this much size. Now everybody in the class can see that one. It is going to be visible and you can easily make a notes of this one, isn't it? But in the real time, when I'm using my office laptop, I don't require this much of size, because if I keep this much size, I can have only few lines in the window. So that's why I will keep always size 14, so that I can have more programming lines in the same single window. Now I can write a better program. So if you want to decrease the size to 14, then what we should do? Go to tools, go to options, go to enhanced editor, now go to size. I want to have only 14. Click on the 14. Now click on OK button. Now can you see? Now I can have more programming lines in one window so that I can write a better program. So this is how I'm going to keep when I'm writing the program in the real time. So it depends upon your requirement. If you want to have a bigger size, what I should do? Go to tools, go to options, go to enhance editor. Here you can make
Size.
changes. And now, when I'm writing the program, by default, we are going to have a style called Courier New. But if you don't like the Courier New, if you want to have a different style, now go to name. Sorry, here we have a font. Right now, what is the font I'm having? Can you see here?
Courier
Courier
New.
New. But I want to have a different one. Maybe I want to have, say, for example, Forte. Now I click on the Forte, click on the OK button. Now this is the programming font style I have. Understand this one? But I don't like this. I like only the default one. Now if you want to have a default one, again, what we should do? Go to tools, go to options, go to enhance editor, now go to name font, and I want to have Courier New. Go give a C. It will take you to the C section. There you are going to have Courier New here. Click on the Courier New. Click on the OK button. Now we have a Courier New. And I told you, when we have a keyword that will appear dark blue in color, if you have a statement that will appear light blue in color, if you have a SAS names that will appear black in color, if you have in-stream data, this will appear in color. Yellow background, yellow color. If you write anything within the quotations, that will appear purple in color. If you write any comments will appear green color. But these are the default colors. But if you don't like these colors, you can change whatever the colors you want to, you can have. But now I don't like the background yellow color, or I don't like the comments of green color. Now what we should do? Now go to tools, go to options, go to enhance editor. Now go to that file element. Now can you say which one is highlighted now here? Comments. When the comments has been highlighted, can you say what is the green foreground color here?
Green color.
What is the background color that we have? Default one. I don't like the background default white. I want to have some other light color. Maybe I want to have, say for example, lime color. Keep the lime color. And in the foreground, I don't like this green. I want to have, say for example, purple color. Or I want to have a navy blue. I'm going to click on the navy blue and then go click on the OK button. Now can you see wherever we have a comments now, the comments background will appear lime color, foreground blue color. Understand this one? Now, again, I'm going to tools, options, enhance editor. In the enhance editor, now, we have done with the comments. The next one we have in data lines or card lines. So that means when we have read the data, when we read the data lines, when we have an in-stream data, right? So when I highlight the data lines or cards, can you see what is the foreground color that we have? Default, black. And what is the background color we have? Yellow. Now I want to change that one background color. So I want to have, say for example, olive color, olive.
Generally, data lines means it is a data step, no, but it is showing default as in-stream data, I guess.
Yes, in-stream data, when we have in-stream data, only we read the data lines, right? Data lines means data coming in within the SAS.
Data lines means it's a command, no, sir, but it is showing yellow color for in-stream data.
No, data lines means like data is lines in SAS. We're not talking about the statement.
In the SAS.
Yes, sir. Now click on the OK button. Can you see the background is olive color? The foreground is a different color. So data elements don't think that is a statement. That means the data is in-stream data. So when we have in-stream data, so go to options, enhance data. Now I don't like all these colors. I want to have any default colors. I'll go to the comments. Now I want to have background generally. What is the background color for the comments? Default. And foreground, I want to have a green color. I'm going to give somewhere we have green here. And again, in-stream data lines or cards. I want to have a background yellow color. and I want to have foreground black color only, now click on the OK button. So if you want to have a different font size, different font style, different colors, where we can make changes, this one, you should go to tools, you should go to options, you should go to enhance editor. Here you can make changes. Now, in the real time, some people, when they're writing the program, before each and every programming line, they will have interest of keeping the line number. So that means in the first line I have in the data DS1, in the second line in file data line, this is the third line, fourth line, fifth line, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th line. So some people will have interest of keeping a line number. Now if you want to have a line number before each and every programming line, go to again tools, go to options, go to enhance data. Now right now we are in the appearance section. Now go to general section. If you go to the general section, now here we have an option called show line numbers. Now if I click on the show line number, now if I click on the OK button, now before each and every programming line, now we are going to have a line number. Some people will have interest of keeping this one. If you want, you can have a line number like this one. So it will tell you in which line, what is the programming statement that you have. But personally, I think this is a little bit confusing. I do not want to have that line number. So if you do not want to have that line number, what we should do, go to tools, go to options, go to enhance data. In the enhance data, you should go to general. You should untick show the line. If you untick and if you click on the OK button, now the line numbers will get disappeared. If you want, you can keep it. But personally, I don't like it. That's why I don't keep it. But if you want, you can also keep it. You might have seen some YouTube videos on SAS. They might have this line number. Understand this one? So these are the important options that you should understand in the tools option. And I don't recommend you should understand, you should by heart all these options. Without knowing all these options also you can write a program. Isn't it? First time when you bought the smartphone, who taught you how to operate the smartphone? Did anybody taught you? No.
No, sir.
You might have explored on yourself because it is such an flexible and easy. So by every time, like whenever you have a chance, you are going to explore by yourself. In the same way, by not knowing of all these options, also you can write a program, not a problem. You can open SAS software and you can write a program. But if you know all these options, you will save more time and you will write a more effective program. If you are able to understand, you can use all the options. So if you use all that options, so it is going to save a lot of time. It is going to be very effective, and you are going to have a better than others. So that's why so many faculty, they never discuss about all these concepts. But I want my students to know each and everything. So if they know this one, they are going to have a more efficient program. Efficiently, they're going to save a lot of time. So what I want to do, you guys, whenever you have a chance, open the SAS software and go to that windows. How each window looks like. What are the toolbar options we have? What are the use of each one? Just explore yourself. Try to find what we have. And if you do 10 to 15 minutes every day for next 7 days, and you will come to know about all the options so that you can write a very effective, better program. Okay, yes, I have given all the things in the notes, but you no need to by heart all these things. Whenever you have a time, try to explore the SAS window environment. That is what I'm recommending. Understand this one?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So in India, we have a chance. There are institutes to give the coaching, and the institute is going to provide the free SAS software. You can download the SAS software from them and you can install, you can practice. But this SAS 9.4, whatever I'm using, this is not a legal one. Somebody took this one in the past. Somebody took the license in the past. Once the license has been expired, they put this SAS software on the internet. People like us downloaded this one. We are using this SAS software. So that means it is a crime, right? It is not legal, right? It is not official. Somebody's license we are using. But in the, if it is India, we do all these things. But like, if you are not degrading Indian in the others, like in foreign countries, they will not have issues, coaching issues, they will not have an installation people like that. Then how they will practice? To practice for students' purpose. Now SAS company has provided one version only for students' practice purpose. That is called SAS University Edition, or we call it as a SAS Studio. So that is an official free tool which has been given by the SAS for the students, university students. So here we are going to have a laptop, and if you pay 500 rupees or 300 rupees in Hyderabad, there are a lot of installation people, they will install. And of course, STANS is also providing a free installation. But if you don't have that installation, if you don't have the SAS software, and suddenly you do not have a Wi-Fi to access the remote desktop of stances to practice, then what you should do? So now I'm going to send the link in the WhatsApp. Now, if you have a Gmail ID, now my recommendation is what you need to do, you need to create a link, you need to create a username and password in the SAS Studio. Understand?
Yes, sir.
You should create a studio. And you should create if you have a Gmail account, that will allow you to create a username and password. So then we can use whenever you want to have, you can use that one. Understand what I'm saying? So on SAS on demand for academics, and if you go this one, it will open the link, and there you can you can register, you can create username and password. So, but this is two types. Okay, and if you want, you can install SAS software. You can install VMware in your system, and then you can access the SAS software. You can install the SAS Studio in your system. So in that scenario, you can work offline. You can practice offline. But the second method is you can, whenever you have, if you have guaranteed Wi-Fi, if you have your own Wi-Fi, like an internet, so you can also practice online. For that, you no need to download anything. Simply, you can go to the SAS University version website, and there you can practice it. Now, can you see? Here we have a SAS Studio. If I click on this one, it will take me to the SAS Studio here. This interface is going to be a little bit different. It will require some experience and expertise. I will explain later what is the interface of SAS Studio. Some companies nowadays, they are using SAS Studio as well. Okay, so if you have a time, I'm going to share the link in the WhatsApp. Please create a username and password. And then whenever you want to practice online, you can also practice. Say, for example, you do not have a laptop available. You are somewhere else, some other place. So you want to practice. So you can go to Internet Center and open the SAS Studio, and you can practice there. So here also you can say, for example, data, I want to create a DS1 data set. Now say, I want to write a program here, and I'm writing, say, for example, in file, data lines. Then I'm going to write input. Now input, I want to have ID, name, character variable, dollar symbol, and then I want to have a salary. Now write the data lines. Now we can write whatever you want to have 101, ABC 23, 102 DF 27. Now write the run statement. This is how we can practice it. And this is called SAS Studio. This is an official. So that's why in foreign countries, particularly in the US, UK, Canada, whoever pursuing health informatics or biostatistics or say, for example, which the courses which involve SAS, they'll always write their assignments in SAS Studio because this is an official tool. They always write their assignments by using SAS Studio only. Understand? Did you understand this one? So I'm going to share that SAS on-demand SAS Studio. Please create a username and password. So try to use this one because say for example, say from Samsung to say for example OnePlus, from OnePlus to say for example Apple, how we have interface differences. So say for example Samsung and OnePlus is also having the same operating system, which is Android, but different companies is going to have different interfaces. No? So the interface is going to be slightly different, but the major options are going to be the same. So you can practice here. And I will explain this interface later because it requires some expertise, some knowledge on SAS. Could you able to follow this one?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Yes. Now,
Yes, sir.
you know, tomorrow and the day after tomorrow is going to be break for you. So you need to utilize that time. Now you need to practice. If you want to practice, if you registered if you registered yourself, like if you have taken admission, official admission. So now the stances might have provided you username and password, isn't it? Did they provide everybody
Yes,
username
sir.
and password?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, if you have a remote desktop username and password, now how to access the remote desktop? How to practice in the remote desktop? Now, whenever you have a good Wi-Fi connection, so when you open this your laptop, on the left side down here we have search button. Can you see on the left side down here? Search button.
Yes, sir.
Now in the search button, now I'm going to give a keyword remote remote. When I give the remote keyword, now we have an application called remote desktop connection. Can you see this one? Now, if you click on this remote desktop connection, now the remote desktop app will be get opened like this one. Now, stances might have provided you computer name, and they might have provided you the username, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So your username might be stances in uppercase, backward slash, SAS, and then 3-digit number. Mine is SAS 444. You might have got different one, isn't it? Now, when you click on the connect button, now it will ask you the password. So they might have provided you the password, isn't it? SAS or your name at 123
Yes,
or
sir.
something.
Yes, sir.
Now, if you click on the connect button, now it will be get connected, and now this is the window that you will get. Remote desktop connection, and you should click on the yes button. Now, if you click on the yes button, now it will take you to remote desktop. Can you see? And this is how the remote desktop will be get opened. Then you have this screen. Now, if you want to open the SAS software, what you should do? You should go to left side down here, start button. Okay. In the start button, now again you are going to have a search button here. If you have a search button here, now you should give a keyword SAS. When you give the SAS keyword, now we are going to have an option SAS 9.4 English. Now, if you click on the SAS 9.4 English, now it will open SAS software. Here you can practice. Understand? This is how we should open SAS software in remote desktop. Okay, you can practice 1 or 2 times by taking instant data. But if you want to practice proc import, what we should have? We should have Excel sheets, we should have CSV files, and we should have MS Access files. Or if you want to get the data from a text file, what we need to have? You should have a text file. And if you want to practice more time, you need to have more Excel sheets, more CSV files, more text files. Then where we can find the raw data to practice. Now, again, I'm going on to the remote desktop main page, desktop here. Now, what we should do? We should go to start button again. Now, click on the start button. Now, go to computer. In the computer, now you can see a drive called SAS Materials Z drive. Now, if you click on this one, now it will show you a lot of folders. And the first folder that we have is source data. In the source data, if you click on the source data, now there we can find the raw data for practice purpose. Can you see? Yes, we have CSV folder. In the CSV folder, we have few CSV files if you want to import. Now here we have an Excel folder. If you click on this one, here I have a few Excel sheets if you want to practice importing. And I'm going back again. Here we have a DLM-txt. There we have some text file to practice. Understand? So if you want to have MS Access files, go to MS Access folder. Here we have MS Access files. Understand? So yes, we have CSV files, text files, Excel sheets, and we have MS Access files. And we have already created SAS datasets here. So this is how we can access the raw data for practice purpose. Say for example, if you want to import an Excel sheet, go to Excel folder. Now go to any file. Say for example, I want to import this. Say for example, I want to have SN3, or I want to have, say for example, clinical data. What we should do? We need to get the path. Shift, right click, and copy as path. Now you have already opened this as software. No? Go there. Now you can write the program. Yes, I want to import. Now write the proc import. Data is equal. I want to have XYZ. Then in the same statement, what is the option you should write? Data file is equal to path of the Excel sheet. And then you should DBMS is equal to what I should write. DBMS is equal to XLS. If you want to have, you can write the replace option semicolon, then keep a semicolon. Now write the run statement. Select the program and execute the program. Now in the libraries, work library, what is the problem that I have here? I'm selecting the program, executing it. I think, sorry, proc import, data file is equal to, then what we should write? Out is equal to XYZ. XYZ. Can you see? I have XYZ. Of course, you can write the data file first, and then you can write after that out is equal. You can write before or after also, not a problem.
If we change the order also, there won't be any effects.
No effects. So you can write before here also. Anywhere you can write.
Sir, this is Sudarshan.
Yes, Sudarshan, tell me.
సార్ అయితే ప్రాక్టీస్ చేసేటప్పుడు రీప్లేస్ ఆప్షన్ రెడ్ కలర్ లో చూపిస్తుంది సార్, ఎందుకు అని?
You might have put a semicolon here.
యా ఓకే ఓకే సార్. సార్ వన్ మోర్ డౌట్. అంటే అవుట్పుట్ విండోలోని మనకి ప్రింటబుల్ రిజల్ట్స్ చూస్తాం కదా సార్.
yes.
అది ఎంటీగా ఉంటుంది సార్ నేను ప్రాక్టీస్ చేసేటప్పుడు, ఎందుకు, ఏ పర్పస్?
No, did you write any printable program in your program? Do you have printable program?
No sir, export and import.
Proc print.
No. When you write a proc print or a proc means or some, that only you will get an output. What is the purpose of proc import? Just in creating a data set. So you will not have anything in the output window in that scenario. When we have printable result, then only we will get the print in the output window.
Okay sir. Thank you sir.
Understand how to access the SaaS software and raw data?
Yes, sir.
Yes sir.
And the next thing is, for reading purpose, you need to have my notes. What and all I am discussing in the class, everything is going to be in the notes, along with the examples. So if you want to access my notes, go to Start, go to Computer, go to Z Drive. Now can you see the second folder that we have in notes? Now if you click on the notes button, now instances, previously we used to have few faculty, now also we have multiple faculties. Now we can access all the faculty notes here. And if you want to have my notes, you should go to the first folder, Srinivasa notes. Now if you click on this one, then here we are going to have multiple folders, and in one of the folder is SaaS notes. If you click on this folder, now we are going to have my notes topic wise. Okay, right now we are discussing history and basic rules. Okay, if you double click on this one, it will get open in MS Word. Understand? So my recommendation is, once you have completed the class, then you should open the notes and read the notes, and then start doing the practice. Understand this one? What and all I discuss in the classroom, everything will be in the notes. This notes is good for like up to 3.5 to 4 years experience. If you prepare these notes properly, if you practice these notes, this is going to be enough for 3.5 to 4 years experience. In such a way that we have designed this notes material, and you can use this one and explain how to read the notes in the next class, because we have few things to discuss in the history and basics. Once we have completed the topic, and I will let you know how to read and how to use my notes. And here we are going to have all my topics, each topic in one document. And along with that, in my folder, if you go to Srini's Base and Advanced SaaS folder, there again you can find my notes. And then if you want to have some reference books related to SaaS, I have uploaded few books here. In future, if you want to have any books for a reference purpose, and we have very wonderful international books here, and I will tell you, I will refer you a couple of books. So don't start reading now. Start reading after maybe one month. So there is a book called Little Sass. Can you say somewhere we are going to have a Little Sass? Or otherwise, go to SAS reference. Yes, here we have a Little Sass. This is the 4th edition. And maybe here we are going to have 5th edition. Here we have a 5th edition. This is a very wonderful book. And please start reading this book maybe after 1 month. Okay, and another very important book, practice SAS with examples by SAS by Ran Cody, and this is very challenging, very good book. And I have few of my friends, by following only this book, they got job in USA. Such a wonderful book, but little bit challenging, little bit high standard. First to go through the Little SAS and then go with the Ran Cody. And I have around 25 books here. And if you want, I can give you another 100 books only on SAS and clinical trials and clinical SAS, data analysis and all. Understand? Please explore this book. After some time, no faculty can give you 100%, material, 100% knowledge. I'm going to give a basic foundation, and you should explore yourself on that foundation. No faculty can give you 100% because of any program language, there will be no limit at all. So I will give as much as possible, but you should not stick only on my what you call material or notes, and you should explore other things as well. So I strongly recommend you read the books also. Understand this one? And after that one. And again, I'm going back. Again, if you want to practice more, if you want to require more data for practice, here I have given some more data. Understand this one? Now you can get these files and you can start practice. Again, here I'm giving some CSV files again, and I'm giving, say, for example, some Excel sheets. And again, I'm giving, say, for example, DL, say, for example, text files and all. Here we have an Excel, few Excel sheets here we have. Understand this one? For in the first topic, you will not have any tasks. For the second topic onwards, we are going to have a tasks. You have to do tasks. And here we have a task folder. For each and every topic, we are going to have a task. Once you have completed the task, you should read it, you should practice the task, and then you should do the tasks as well. Understand this one? So here you can find my notes. Everybody clear? But in future, if you are coming to the clinical side, you can go to the clinical project, you can access the clinical projects. If you want to move into the banking side, you can go to the banking project folder. You can access the banking projects. And if you want to have real-time interview questions, you can access here. And in future, if you want to do global certification, yes, I put some material here for the certification purpose. And if you want to have other materials also, you can find here. And the students also create their folders here. They will practice and they'll put the code here. Understand this one? So this is how we can access the material. Understand everybody?
Yes, sir.
Okay. But my sincere recommendation is don't rely too much on the server, because if you want to access the server, you should have internet. Stances should have internet. You should have a power supply. Stances should have a power supply. And sometimes, if the more people are using server at one time, sometimes maybe it will become slow. And when writing the code, it is going to make very annoying delay. So my strong recommendation is get SAS software installed in your laptop. And one more important thing is, I don't know how we are going to arrange it. If you are learning SAS, you have to have a laptop. You should have a laptop. And you should, if you got interest in the midnight, if you want to practice, you should open SAS or laptop and you should practice in the midnight. You should be in such a way that you should have all your materials, everything with you. Then you can practice. And don't depend on others' laptops or institute systems and all. I don't know if you have any financial constraints. Buy at least a second-hand laptop. But you should have a laptop. and you should have
Sir, any
SAS.
specification do we have to?
No. So as I said, SAS doesn't require high-end laptops and all. So all you need to have say for example, Kasturi, can you keep your mic and mute? Yes, thank you. And all you need to have a minimum i3, and you can have only 4 GB RAM. That should be enough. But 6 or 8 GB would be even better. Minimum you should have a 4 GB, and you should have at least 500 GB hard disk or something. Okay, this is the minimum requirement. If you have a 6 GB or 8 GB, it is going to be even better fast. And if you have better than i3, i5, i7, it is going to be even more faster. But this is a minimum. If you have this one, that would be enough. And even Windows 7 is also okay. Okay, you don't need to have Windows 8 or 10 or 11 or something. Even Windows 7 is operating system is also okay to install SAS software. Understand?
Thank you.
Okay, please have your own laptop, own PC, and so that you can practice whenever you require, you want to, you can practice. And for the practice, again, what you should have, if you install SAS on in your own laptop, you should have a data. But because of whatever the data that we have in the server, you cannot copy that into your system. You can do only in the server. I can provide a few Excel sheets and CSV files, or otherwise I can tell you a few websites where you can download the data sets, where you can find download Excel sheets and CSV for practice purpose. Understand? So you can download CSV files, or Excel sheets, or MS Access files, or text files, whatever you want, you can download from the Google, and then you can use those things for the practice. Understand this one?
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you have 2 days. So please try to explore. And we have discussed everything. One important thing we didn't discuss in the last lesson today, which is the libraries. So I will discuss the libraries on Monday. And on Monday and Tuesday, I'm going to discuss all the concepts. By Monday and Tuesday, we are going to finish up history and basic rules of SAS. Then I will tell you how to practice, and I will ask you to share your screen for a couple of random members so that you can write the code, so that I can understand how we are writing the code. Since the next 2 days are going to be holidays, so if you want to explore, and just go to that remote desktop and explore yourself. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay then.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you very much, and see you on Monday. Have a nice weekend.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Pardon? Yes, tell me, Sarita.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, yesterday and day before yesterday, I couldn't attend this class, sir.
Okay. Then what's your obligation?
No, sir. You are conducting further, sir, that same classes in future.
Yes, I will do that one. But it was not so important. Just I discussed all the windowing environment, anything. You didn't miss much, but yes, I can explain later.
Okay, sir.
Sir, one doubt. Is there any restriction that we can only export files from work library only?
No, you can export it from any library, because we haven't discussed other libraries. So we were exporting from work only. In future, I will tell you how to export, how to use other libraries as well. I will discuss everything on Monday.
Oh, okay, sir.
Sir, I have installed the SAS software, sir, but where I can find this Excel text documents and CSV files? Sir?
That's what I will do. One thing, I will keep that few documents, few Excel sheets, CSV and notepads in a Google Drive, and I will share the link in the WhatsApp group so that you can download from there. Okay.
Sure, sir.
Or otherwise, if you go to the internet, there are a few websites. So one of the beautiful websites that we have in a Kaggle, from the Kaggle also you can do that. Understand what I'm saying? The Kaggle is a website. There you can download CSV files and Excel sheets. Kaggle is a website. It works for R, Python, but we have a SAS access as well. Sorry, I have registration. I have already registered. So if you have a time, please find time to get your username and password for the Kaggle also. In the Kaggle also, you can find very wonderful data, COVID data, suicidal tendency data, YouTube data, and other data. So can you see here on the left side, we have a data set. If you click on this one, it will give the topics wise. What are the data sets that we have here? Can you see GitHub data, sulfur dioxide pollution data, and we are going to have COVID data, and we are going to have so many things here. Heart failure predictions, Omicron daily cases by country, each country, latest COVID-19 India state-wise data. We are going to have so many, and we are going to have both CSV files and Excel sheets. Can you see here if this is CSV file? If you want, you can import this one. Now click on that one. It will open that one. Now here we are going to have somewhere we are going to have a data download. Somewhere we are going to have a download.
Mine on this sir.
In the description download. Yes, here we have a download. Now can you see? You can download from here. Understand? There are going to be so much of very latest data we are going to have. We can download CSV files and Excel sheets so that we can use it for practice purpose. And these data is going to be helpful in future for analysis purpose also. Clear? And Kaggle is one of the very good website. And we have other few websites also. You can explore on Google and you can download text files, CSV files, Excel sheets, MS Access file, whatever. And even you can download SAS datasets also. Understand? Clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Sarita, you said you have few doubts, right?
Yes, sir. That
Are you
yesterday
on
and the day
laptop?
before. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. I am on laptop.
Can you share your screen and so that we can have? I'm stopping my screen sharing, so you can share your screen so that we can know that right now what are that we have.
Hello, sir.
Yes, yes.
Just I have yesterday and day before yesterday class clarity only, sir.
Okay. Before that, you didn't attend before that, right?
Yeah, I attended, sir, before classes all those.
Okay. Then what is your doubt?
I'm trying also data sets and all those, sir.
Okay, but you're not getting it, right?
This last one, sir.
So can you share your screen?
లేదు సార్
Now I am not. లేదు సార్ ఇప్పుడు వచ్చి నేను ట్రై చేయట్లేదు సార్. ఇది నాకు ఆ ఫ్లాగ్స్ ఇప్పుడు చెప్పారు కదా సార్ లాస్ట్ వన్ ఎంఎస్ డేటా ఫ్లాగ్స్ అది ఒక్కటే సార్ నాకు
అది రావట్లేదంటే
రావట్లేదంటే నేను ట్రై చేయలేదు సార్ కానీ అడుగుతున్నాను అది మళ్ళీ ఒకసారి అని.
సో ఓకే ఐ విల్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ ఇన్ ద నెక్స్ట్ క్లాస్. ఓకే
ఓకే సార్. ఓకే
నాట్ ఎ ప్రాబ్లం. ఓకే గైస్ దెన్ సీ యు ఇన్ ద నెక్స్ట్ క్లాస్.
థాంక్యూ సార్.
థాంక్యూ.
హ్యాపీ వీకెండ్.
You too.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.